Hey guys, here we are for the Pennzoil Cup Series for race 11 at Pocono, the Tricky Triangle, as this marks 5 races left until we start the championship. It's already starting and man, it feels like it hasn't even been that long, but Season 2 is starting to come to its halfway point in its season, but if we go back to last year here, this was race 18, this was actually in the chase, so drivers get a little leeway this year with it not being in the chase. Anyways, here's your starting lineup here, as Cody Russell's getting the pole, but Ferdinand Gabot with a very good starting spot on his outside. Row 2 is National Racing teammates Ryan Dunn and Jay Barker. Row 3 has Derek Petrie and Webster Zygon in the Harvey Motorsports Racing Chevy. Row 4, AJ Davidson, last week's winner at Dover, and Michael Jones on his outside. Row 5, Gary Weaver and Kyle Collins in the 37 car. Row 6 has Addison Steinbach and Michael Kraft, pronouncing that he's not going to be returning next year. Row 7, Aaron Lukes and Chloe Baker in that HBO Toyota. Row 8 finds Jake Booker, last year's champion, and Cesar Chavez back in that number 82 car after missing last week. Row 9, Giovanni Barraza looking for another good run, and Kevin Ulrich in the 34. Row 10, Arsha Sane in the 24 car, and Kyle Collins lining up on his outside. Row 11 has Zach Moski, Daytona winner, and Nicholas Samudio looking for some good luck here today. Row 12 has Zach Cars and Brian Boone in the number 70 car. Row 13 finds Sergio Arvin Alonso, Talladega winner, and Brian Lenning in the Tanker Motorsports Chevy. Row 14, Nick Pursos is just looking to knock DNF and Blaine Keys on his outside. Row 15, Daniel Hoyles and Nikita Rizkov, Red Viper Racing teammates. Row 16, your Rookie of the Year points leader, Jose Viquez, and Jack Newman on his outside. Row 17, Eric Wills' last race in Red Viper Racing, and Ryan Kendall on his outside. Row 18, Jada Rella, a terrible starting spot, and Joseph Strigley on his outside. Row 19, Aaron Allen back in the field, and Matthew Brown, the hard-charging rookie. Row 20, Tasha Jasmine Dordeo, her last race in the 58, and Cooper Siren on her outside. Row 21, David Barraza in the 71 car, and Daniel Maxwell will round out the field. Here are your people that did not qualify for the race, and we are just about set to get ready to start this thing underway. Green flag is out in the air as the Pennzoil Cup Series makes its return to Pocono. And down this long front stretch, this is very long. I mean, it does not look like at an angle, it does not look that long, but it's seriously one of the longest straightaways you'll see on a track, probably other than a super speedway. But as these guys go down into turn one possibly one of the hardest corners, because you got to get all you can get, especially on the green flag of every start of the race. But Cody Russell's going to pull out to a good lead as it stands. That Oreo Chevy very fast so far in qualifying. He managed to pull off the pole and get himself up to the front very efficiently with at least a healthy margin over Ferdinand Gabot, which is, I'm going to say, a very good starting spot for the guy who has not had a terrible run trying to qualify for these races, but a good uplifter for Ferdinand. Anyways, as we look to the inside, that's Ryan Dunn in the AccuDoc Chevy. That number 9 car had 2 wins at this point, and if we go to race 12, that's where he'd get his 3rd. However, he's only gotten 1, and I'm saying it like it's a bad thing. Obviously, it's a good thing. So far, the highest amount of wins from one single driver is actually just a single one, so it's not like he's losing anything to anyone, but that 9 car would like another win by now, as to follow up what his career was last season. But look who's coming to the front already. AJ Davidson, the 52 Pennzoil Ford for Malley Motorsports, winner of last week. He's on fire. Here's Eric Willis. We were talking about him in the qualifying grid, how this is going to be his last race for Red Viper Racing. Well, he's subbing in for the injured Rick Witt, and he's suspected to make a return next week. So Rick Witt will be back in the car finally after breaking his arm at race 6, but he's finally going to be back, and Eric Willis is suspected to transfer into Tasha Jasmine Dordea's spot. Tasha managing to qualify for this race for 4th time this season, which is obviously a reason why she's going. Jose Vequez, though, has had an awesome season, the highest running rookie right now in the point standings. That 51 car, Cheez-It Toyota, has been definitely exceeding his expectations, as Double T Motorsports themselves has been exceeding their expectations. All of their cars have been doing very good, with the exception of Chloe Baker. She's been caught up in a few accidents, but currently they just released some big news. Both Joseph Strigley and Chloe Baker are going to be returning. We got a caution in the track, and spinning in front, I believe that was Chloe Baker. Speak of Double T Motorsports, the 71 car is going to go for a slide, and smoke billowing out of the engine. That looks like it's going to be the end for David Barraza. And here's the incident. Oh man, the 12 car is just going to hook the 03 and up into the fence. There's the 63 car. The 2's also going to get a heavy amount of damage. And ooh, that was the 37 that went straight into the front end of the 03 car. But a lot of cars caught up in that, and tough break for Fernand Gabad, as we're going to see from the aerial view in slow motion, see what happened here. And oh, Cody Russell is going to get involved. The 63 as well, your front row, both involved in this wreck. Nick Purcell's involved in another accident. Not even a surprise with him. And there he is. David Barraza just is going to get clipped by the 03. That is going to send him out of the race, as well as Jay Barker. Green flag is back out in the air, as the 47 car is going to take the lead. And Ryan Dunn is going to fall in behind. But Addison Steinbeck making a very good run to the inside. Very daring, but I believe he's going to get to the inside of the 9 car. It's just going to be, is he able to take it? That target forward, trying to get to the inside. However, Michael Jones, is going to keep hold of the lead as it stands, going down the Long Pond Straight. The number 23 car is currently still battling side by side with the 9, and the 47 will continue to keep the lead. Here's AJ Davidson. We want to go back to him for 1 second. He just won his first race last week at Dover in a kind of dominating run, at least at the end of the race, and it was enough to get him his first win, and now he's coming back and he's running better than ever expected. Now, a thing that's very curious about this is because even with that win, he's not even inside the top 30, so he's had a terrible season. Maybe that win will just be enough to lighten his season up and start getting it on track to make his first chase, because that 52 car has been due for one. That win was definitely due for a long time. Finally got it. Maybe you could get a chase as well. Arsha Sane in the Widow Wax Chevy. This is for Hoffman Motorsports. The owner of the team, who was a driver last year, made his first start here at Pocono, and when it was in the chase, so that's a fun fact. But the 24 car trying to bring home a win. Still, even though how Hoffman Motorsports is a rookie team, they've still been acting like a pro team, and with the 2 great drivers they have, Arsha Sane and Aaron Lukes, but both are still looking for their first wins, as neither of them have gotten a win yet in their careers, not just this season. We're looking at Matthew Brown. Oh, there's a 38 around. Caution is out on the track, as Aaron Lukes is going to go for a slide. That Brickman Chevy is now in the grass. Aaron Lukes now is off the track, and that looked like the 16 just got into him. Here we go. There's a replay, and the 16 is just going to come up on him. It almost looked like the 38 got in the wall a little bit, and that's what pushed him down into Rizkov. But yeah, it just looks like a simple racing incident. 2 guys fighting hard for a position. Green flag is back out again on the field, as the 47 car is going to continue to lead the field. Addison Steinbeck going to make another bold move to the inside. It's almost identical to what our first restart was, except now Derek Petrie is filling in that second spot. Petrie is known to be very good at this track. He ran very well here last year, but was not able to pick up a win. That 53 car has been pulling through the points right now. If I'm not mistaken, he is second in points right now, although that could be wrong. Even if he's not, he's inside the top 4, because 3 of the 4 big motorsports cars are running inside the top 4. The exception being Aaron Lukes has just had a miserable season in his rookie career. Not sure where he's going yet either next year. And we know one of their teammates, Michael Kraft, is not going to be rejoining either. Tasha Jasmine Rodeo, the 58 car, this is her last race. There's currently no word on where she will be going after this ride, so this might be the end of the line for the 58 car. She was lucky enough to be able to make the race. However, this race hasn't gone to plan as she's expected, running pretty much very deep in the field despite not having any damage at all. In fact, her teammate, Fernand Gabad, who's had also a simply terrible, devastating run, is just in front of her, although that's kind of sad seeing as he had such a great run going into this race. Brian Boone is going to make his way past Zach Kamaski in the Peak Toyota. That 70 car is oh man, back in the field! 2 cars just went off the track. We're going to look at Cesar Chavez and Arsha Sain. We were just talking about him. They were able to save that. Let's go back and see this. Whoa! And that's in the grass at 180 miles per hour. That is some skill to be able to hold on to a car like that. Especially, I mean, both of them just went, oh man, we got another car off the track. Caution is out again. And this is not the 2 cars, this is Gary Weaver in the 04 car, and almost the same spot as we saw that first accident. And that time I can confirm Gary Weaver did bounce off the wall into the oncoming traffic, which spun him out. But man, what a great save. Oh no, the 47 car is now blowing up. That Bad Dad Racing Dodge is now going to be out of the race after having a dominating run in the middle of the part of the race. Pretty much just completely dominating the race, not going to happen as he drops out of the race. Green flag as his teammate is going to ensue the lead. That Brian Boone car, the Lego Dodge, is currently out front and he's looking to carry on the banner for Bad Dad Racing. A little bit of news that just came out. Bad Dad Racing has currently expanded their roster and has confirmed the 70 and the 47 of Michael Jones and Brian Boone back in those rides for next year. We got another caution on the track. You see the 23 car going to the inside, very aggressive on these restarts, and it's paying off for him so far up front. We're going to see what happens. Kyle Collin off the 99 car into the 38, and we got a huge wreck. The 83 spinning in the middle of the field, hit at least 3 times, and all the 34 is going to be involved, and countless other cars. Jack Newman, Joseph Sprigley, Cody Russell, your pole sitter, Blaine Keys, Nick Purcell's in the OL Toyota, and Kyle Singer as well came in late. We're going to ride on board Nick Purcell's, the Martinsville winner, and I don't know, oh man, he got jacked up by the 77 car, and then the 17 came flooring it in there. But a ton of cars are going to be taken out, and you see the 83, how he just got pummeled, and you look to the left side of your screen, you saw the 00 car get pushed up, and wow, the 56 car took a hard hit as well, sent him all the way up in the outside wall. Already a terrible day for the 56 car, just going to make it even worse. We're back, green flag racing yet again. However, this time we're coming to the end of the line of the race. The 53 car currently running out front as Brian Boone had to make an unscheduled pit stop, put him back in the field. So right now we're going to see, can Derek Petrie hold on in this rocky Chevy? Out of turn 1, we only got a couple laps to go. We're going to see if he can hang on and get his first win of the season. However, Daniel Voiles is coming on the inside. Daniel Voiles has been very, very optimistic about his season so far after starting out with a win at the Bud Shootout. I mean, it looked like it was going to be amazing, but then just after that, it's just gone downhill. Just nothing going for him. However, he said he'll keep his head high and he'll keep striving for these good finishes. Finally made his way inside the top 20 in points and just trying to get a win to boost him even further. But he's going to have to go through Jay Durrell, the 43 car coming on the inside. Jay Durrell trying to be the first driver to win too. And if you think back to last year, that 43 car was quick here. However, he got shuffled back in traffic due to pit stops. He was not able to show what he was going to do at the end of the race. Here is his chance a year later. You see Jake Booker also climbing up the field, but look who's coming up. Tasha Jasmine Dordeo in her last start, trying to get a win for Philippines Racing Development to keep her in the series. Final lap is out in the air. Jay Durrell is currently leading the field, the 99, the 5, trying to find a way around. Here comes the 58 car on the inside. The 43 car is out front. The 58 sliding up the track into the 5, into the 99. They're going to get in the wall. And they're in the wall, and that is terrible. The 58 just took out the 5 and the 99 car from having a chance to win the race. That's going to put him at least back to like 10th or 11th, and their hopes are done. Here comes Matthew Brown now on the inside. Jadrell still holds the lead out front as the 58 car going to fall back on the outside. She hits the wall. Nicholas Simunio going to help push the 21 car by, and the 43 down into turn 3 for the last time today. He just has to hold on for one more corner. Out of the turn. Checkered flag is now going to be waving in the air as the first driver to achieve 2 wins in the series, or at least this season. Checkered flag, Jadrell. And what a great job. In fact, if we go back to Watkins Glen, he is the first driver to achieve 4 wins. And wow. Oh no, what is this? The 58 gonna come up to the 99. The 99 took her out! The 99 took her out, and a black flag is immediately displayed. The 58 looks like she was coming up to the 99, and the 58 just drove into the 99. The 99 blocking now, and this is incredible. That is insane. The 99 just completely dumped the 58 after the race. And definitely the officials are looking after that. We're going to have to see what is the punishment for that, because that was after race roughness. And here is your finishing results. That is insane. That was crazy, but I don't know what was happening there. The 58 car will finish 5th, while the 99, who had a chance of winning the race, is going to finish 12th. Although the 5 car also was taken out, he's going to finish 13th, even worse. So the 58 pretty much took them both out of a top 10 run, which is not what Daniel Voiles wanted. We talked about how optimistic he was. Well, he just cracked right there. And we're looking down the center. A fun fact, this is Aaron Allen's first race that he has not DNF'd in, so congratulations to him. Maybe he can start to get his season back on track. But how about Ferdinand Gabot after all the optimism he had going into this, qualifying 2nd, all going to get taken out in an early wreck. But Eric Wills also not how he wanted to finish his race, with Red Viper Racing finishing 26th. And going down the list, you see Joseph Strigley, Giovanni Barraz at the bottom. But here are the guys who had terrible days. Michael Kraft, not what he wanted to see. Neither Michael Jones after being re-signed to a contract, and AJ Davidson after winning Dover, 39th, not where he wanted to place. David Barazic is going to get his second 42nd place in just 3 races. And looking through the field, Cody Russell, also a terrible race for him. Cooper Sauer can't get a break. Neither of the Red Viper Racing rookies can, of Nikita and Cooper. Here is your point standing, because Webster Zygarde, with achieving a top 10, is going to only push his lead out in front of his competitors. That 12 car is dominant right now. You see that's over, I think that's over a 50-point lead. Yes, that is a 51-point lead over Derek Petrie. You see going down with that win, Jadrell actually boosts himself into 4th. And looking down, Garrett Weaver, Brian Lenning also poking their way inside the top 14. And with that wreck, Daniel Voiles is actually gonna he's going to improve his position, but after wrecking out the 58 car, we don't know if that's going to stay stationary or not. But definitely very enraged with how the race turned out for Daniel Voiles, because he just flat out dumped the 58 car under caution and after the race. But here is your Rookie of the Year point standings to end off this coverage. The 51 car is going to continue to maintain his lead out in front of Joseph Strigley, who pulls up to 2nd. Callum Wood missing the race, so he's going to drop to 3rd. Matthew Brown, the little guy that could, 4th place after missing, I believe, was like the first 3 races of the season. Wow, that is incredible. Brock McMahon also is on a charge with 172 points. Basically, I see the top 5, the only guys who can make it. The Pennzoil Cup Series will see you next time at Darlington. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.